Hello and welcome back, my fellow students of the Gunnery College of Nuln. And speaking of, let's go look and see how close we are. We've got some turns left. I don't know how many. I mean, I'm guessing, or no, it says 9. Hopefully, maybe we can speed that a little bit. I could switch, since we're making so much money, I could switch this over to extra growth for a little bit and see if that'll maybe cut a turn off of our growth so that we can get all the way up to the city state. We're going to need 16,000 in the treasury to upgrade to the city state. We've got a little bit of an issue here. We attacked Crooked Moon, which has been fun, and the Greenskins apparently don't have access to DACA in this time period since we're not in the 40k universe, but they may want to get their hands on some DACA after they experience the brutalizing effect that it's going to have on them. I'm going to actually move back their direction. I'm going to have to kind of hold off on the pursuit of Greenskins here, and we're going to have to move back further and see if we can go push this attack off of us. Meanwhile, Volkmar is up on the silver, or sorry, well, it was Volkmar. I got him killed. Well, not killed, I guess gravely wounded. He'll be back soon.
I want to report on our defenses.
And Bruckner, who of course walked basically all the way across the map and then got on the date with the fishy Tittlemuncha, he's back, and we're going to move him over to Carl's army. And Carl, of course, working his way through the gap here to Massive Orcal to try and finish off Grom once and for all. And then I've considered maybe giving that settlement to Eltharion again to see if we can kind of continue to build good relationship with him. We knocked out those, whatever the guys were. I'm trying to remember the name of the faction. It's Sigvald's faction, Decadent Host. So we knocked out the army from the Decadent Host. And let's check into our skill points for Mr. Toddbringer here. He's got a long ways to go. Imperial Gunnery would probably be good. I love having that extra artillery strength, extra powder. Yeah, this is a good passive here to have because when he sits around our missile units, it's going to make him stronger. And then Gotrek, let's just finish up some of his stuff. Felix, same thing. We got the blade shield. Let's actually go with Helping Hand and then start down that tree. And what else we got? Nothing, no other skill points. Again, income good. We've got our army that was headed into Norska to help out Castalton. And Castalton has a really nice Zarina Katarin and Castalton both have a really good foothold, and they're fighting hand in hand with Malachi. Malachi looks like he's taking on old Daniel the Demon over here. Maybe he's the one that needs the help. I don't know. Malachi does look like he could use more help than anybody else. Plus, he's also got Grimgor on that other flank. It kind of makes me wonder whether we should maybe head towards... We're going to take a little bit of attrition, but I'm going to force march away so I can cover some ground. I might head back towards Malachi and go give him a hand, because right now Kislev seems to have a handle on at least this kind of Norskan peninsula here, whatever they call this area. And then you got, of course, the Chaos Waste beyond, which are a different story. I'm going to... see, I don't think you can get into the water at the Citadel of Lead. I'm going to take one more turn in here, kind of pacify this place a little further. I think we're close to making it better, and then we might be able to sail on and take Toddbringer up into the Chaos Waste. I would certainly like to go make that move with them. We still got to deal with the Skaven. They're going to be one of the few... oh, look at this. Icket Claws here. Ooh, he's got some rattling guns, and he's got some Warplock Jezzails, and these have been upgraded, I believe, in his laboratory, so he's got a little bit of firepower in this army. It's not as much as it could be without the artillery, but the Skaven are one of the few factions that can kind of go toe-to-toe with you in terms of firepower, so definitely something that you have to be quite cautious of, in the sense that, like I said, they can make life miserable for you pretty quick in a battle, especially if they have the warp bombs, which they occasionally do. They always start with one, and they'll start to use them more. So again, just something to keep an eye on as you move your way through the campaign. Let's see, Beckhoffen. We've got so much stuff that we need to upgrade. Let's take a look at Sylvania. We can improve our wine output. That's going to help. We can put some defense in these settlements, which I feel like we should do. and then I can increase the growth speed of Sylvania. I would love to get it built up. We are up at a 5 surplus at Sylvania. I just need to make these upgrades, and it's going to take a lot of cash. So we'll keep an eye on that too. At Barak Var, oh, I don't have quite enough money for this. Or I do. I can build the Cinnabar mining pit. Let's do that. It's going to use up all of our money, but we're on good income. We've got a decent number of schematics, but we're going to need quite a few at this point to continue our upgrades. Let's go ahead and end our turn here. Folks, during the turn end, I guess Grom decided it was time to stop stuffing his face for at least a few seconds, and he rolled out with a rather large army. He's got his garrisons. I mean, that's a total of 4 Blorks, 4 Biggins. He's got a bunch of boys. He's got boar chariots. There's some wolf chariots. I thought I saw some snotling wagons, but I guess I don't see those. Is this Defishy Tittleluncha? Is she here? Get some revenge for Theodore Bruckner. But in any case, this is funny to me because there's 3 Arachnarok spiders too. I mean, this is a decently strong army, and Grom's pretty tough. And I love this. It's just like, nah, he has no chance. I mean, maybe the game's coming to respect our guns. We'll see. Folks, my mic was muted, but my mistake is your gain. So you get a cinematic battle replay. I've been trying to spice a little more of these in here. And some of you may say, Eric, why don't you just do cinematic replays on every campaign, every time? We love that. Well, I would love to, but like the other day, I think I spent an hour and a half recording. And during that hour and a half, it was on the, I think it was on the last Malachi campaign where I did all cinematic battles in that episode. I spent an hour and a half recording. It was a like 35-minute video or a 36-minute video. It takes way more time. It takes more editing, and I have to make sure it gets spliced together right. It is just a slower process. It's not quick, so that's why I don't do it all the time. I wish I could. I would love to give it to you all the time. I work way too many hours, though. Like, I think I'm working, by the time I count commute, my time at work and all that kind of stuff, like I'm probably just over 9 hours of my day, and that's not counting the time it takes me to like get ready for work in the morning. That's just traveling to work, working, and then coming home. And then of course I got to spend time with my boys, and so I'm very limited. I have to mow my yard. I got to take care of the garden. I got to do like other things. None of this is a problem or me complaining. It's just life, right? I wish I had more time to dedicate to you all on this. I just don't. But I will give you everything I can, and I hope you all have noticed that for the last little while, there's many days where I was getting 2 videos out for several days, and I will do my best to continue to do that. I think today I'm not going to make it, but I will be attempting to give you all as many videos as I can. I've kind of started recording a little bit earlier in my day, and my boys like to sit here and watch me and record, and one of them's already telling me that he wants to start making videos on the channel, so who knows, maybe I'll be able to retire from YouTube eventually when the era of air takes over. But so it's kind of become like a little bit of father and son time as they watch me record and learn about the games and learn how to record. So I've kind of been teaching them how to edit video, all this other kind of stuff. Gonna be fun. In any case, enough about me. I just figured you all might like to get filled in a little bit. Grom is getting reinforcements, and those reinforcements are coming in from back here. It was difficult for me to see them during the battle. It's gonna cause him to reform over and over again. We are at danger here by numbers. So if you see here, we are outnumbered like 4-1, maybe, no, probably closer to 5-1. And so that is our big risk. We have tremendous power in our melee units. We have good magic with our Amber Wizard. Our guns are basically magic at this point. We have gigantic land ships. We have good stuff here. But again, numbers are not on our side. So we have to be tremendously efficient in killing our enemies. Now, I understand that there's going to be multiple Arachnarok spiders here. Those are going to be dangerous, and they're going to require some effort. Grom is also extremely dangerous in infantry fights. He can cause tremendous damage. Now, Carl could probably KO him if he could hold him still. The AI, though, is very good at keeping him free. Now, let's talk about our army a little bit. I do have some Knights of the Black Rose and Knights of Moor to guard my left flank, and they will be able to help me hold up against infantry. We got our Nuln Ironsides right down the middle. Behind them, of course, we have great cannons, which are indeed great cannons. They're going to be causing a lot of damage. We have an Amethyst Hellstorm rocket battery. Now, remember, with the Amethyst Hellstorm battery, it has special shot. It's kind of like little mini Fate of Bunas, I think, that like come out of it. It's insane. We've got a Knights of the Blazing Sun and a Demigryph Knight with Halberd here. Not the Altdorf Griffites, which I do want to have in this army eventually. And then, of course, our 2 land ships here. Amber Wizard, Carl, and then we've got an Emperor's Wrath steam tank over here as well. So this should be some good stuff. The Greenskins are approaching. They're going to be coming into range here shortly, and I am going to turn around. It's funny how the ships are always turning, kind of turning in circles, but look, their guns are still pointed the other direction. I don't quite understand that. I think they have a gun down here, down low, and then I wanted to say one of them, maybe it was the Regiment of Renown one that had the mortar thing up front. I'm not sure which one it is. They don't have a cannon pointing backwards, do they? No. Okay. All right, we do have the landmine ability on those tanks as well. Let's go ahead and fast forward a minute. I'm going to watch as the enemy comes into range. I'm kind of just getting myself in a safe firing position. The rocket battery, I believe, has the longest range, and here comes the... Yep, and they do. See, look, it's like little mini Fate of Bunas. Sorry, Purple Sun. It's amazing. I don't know what they call it for sure, but it looks like little miniature Purple Suns. Grom is headed up now. I'm going to start targeting him with my cannon. I want him dead. Greenskins really rely on the leadership, and if you can deprive them of that, it hurts them badly. However, this army is not going to just run away immediately on the death of Grom. And Grom is not easy to kill as he heals at a tremendous rate. But you can see he hits that monstrous impact. It slows him down a lot as well, which becomes very, very nice for us. I got a Knights of the Blazing Sun. I don't remember what I was doing, ordering it out here. That's certainly not something I remember doing in the middle of the battle. I hope this didn't glitch out because I don't have another way to bring it to you. I do not remember giving any of these orders. I don't know, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna fast forward. I'll be able to tell you pretty quick. If any of these units engage in melee, then this replay is not, yeah, this replay is not synced. This chariot came down my flank during the battle, and that's why they've got an order on it. So this replay is not synced, but we'll go ahead and enjoy a little bit of death and destruction here. Yeah, it is definitely not synced the way that it should have been. So we'll see what happens. Grom's under heavy fire. However, my Knights of the Black Rose is out here where I never ordered it to be in the first place. This boar chariot, again, is the cause of the problem. It came down my flank in the original battle, and it didn't here, so it's kind of weird. It's almost like rather than this being a replay, it's like CA is just counting on the AI making the same decision twice. This boar boy never got into my flank over here. I did end up in kind of a crappy cavalry fight over here, but I never gave my Amber Wizard this order either. So this is very strange what's going on, so let's just see what happens here. Grom did get driven back somewhat like this in the battle. He is still the target for my cannons, so that is somewhat true there. Let's just get up close and let you all see some of this point-blank fire. My Ironsides, of course, have the explosive ammunition. They're going to be extremely deadly. The Arachnarok spiders did come after some of my heroes and stuff in the blobs like this. This Amber Wizard, again, this never happened in the battle, so it's frustrating. This is not just desynced a little, it is desynced a lot. And CA needs to fix this. This happens like every time we have patches or new updates. But that's the thing, is I've had some battles work fine recently. I don't know why this one decided not to. And I don't have any other way to show it to you. So you all are going to have to just see whatever rendition this is. But again, none of this happened like this. All of this is not what you saw. Like, they didn't reach my main line in these kind of numbers. We did end up with a bit of a botched fight over here. Carl did come down to help those against those Arachnarok spiders. Grom got driven off again, similar to this in the actual battle. And then I noticed Defishy Tittlemuncha was here in the back, and eventually I targeted her because I did want some revenge for what she did to Theodore Bruckner. This cavalry did have success early in the fight, in the real battle, and I did eventually bring it back over here, but I charged it forward, and you're going to see that order coming in now late. These units hadn't quite reached me when I charged it forward earlier. And like I said, this over here, these Arachnarok spiders never got this much damage on me, and then these units never came up here on my flank like this either, so I'm not even sure what's going to happen in the replay result. I didn't let my Empire captain get beat up like this. The Amber Wizard, I think, got driven off the battlefield, and then Grom got killed as he sallied back into the battle. Actually, no, Grom made it all the way back up here before we killed him. So we'll see. But again, these artillery never got hit in the course of the battle, so the replay may allow Grom to win. Apologize for the mess here and that this wasn't really what it should have been. But I actually did win this battle, though it looks like the replay here may give the win to Grom. I'm going to fast forward just out of curiosity and see what happened. We didn't lose any land ships. Again, this didn't happen back here. Yeah, it says Grom won here. Whatever. I'm not really shocked there where the Greenskins did get into battle. They put up a good fight, and unfortunately, I got my knights stuck in that fight on my right flank. Initially, after they won their cavalry fight, I didn't realize they'd gone charging forward, and so then they got absolutely bogged down in other units. So that was a mistake on my part that shouldn't have happened, but did happen because I just mismanaged things there. We've also got a land ship that's kind of on its last legs. I thought we had an upgrade that healed our land ships, but maybe that was just one of our lords, but I could have sworn we had some. Maybe it's just Elspeth. I don't know. These goblin armies are up here in my lands. I can't reach them on the next turn, but I might be able to scare them away at least. I'm going to move up and push toward... In fact, no, I think I can... Well, I'm going to risk it. We'll be tired if we enter battle, but I'm going to push all the way up here so that I'm not in an attrition zone, and it lets these guys know, hey, I'm here. You might want to just leave. And I'm going to see whether we can convince them to do that. We've basically replenished this engineer's army, and this army is quite deadly given the right circumstance. Let's see what this... We don't have any idea what's in the Wa army. Bunch of goblins and snotling wagons and stuff in this first army. I might go ahead and go pin them in here and see if we can surround them. It looks like Karak Kadrin is got this northern flank handled. It looks like they do have 2 lava Ragnarok spiders. That was what I was concerned about. I'm going to surround this army. We do have the passive Griffin banner, which I think I'll put on one of my Knights of the Black Rose, and then let's encircle these Greenskins and force them to fight us on our terms. Hopefully they don't get reinforcements, though. That would be kind of bad. So we're going to protect our holdings there. First time we've gotten a good fight going in a while. We do have a bunch of schematics. Carl definitely got weakened in that fight. Grom survived. He took his spiders and stuff home, so all that is unfortunate for me. Most unfortunate. I'm going to move Bruckner this direction. There's multiple greenskin agents around me, so it's possible we could lose one of our heroes to those agents. Hopefully not. We are going to need to replenish this army. We are replenishing extremely slow in our current state of things. We might replenish better if we... Well, the Skaven already went back in control of Kinnell, and that's not good either because, oh my gosh, there's 2 large Skaven armies. We are actually in a bit of a bad position here. If those Skaven armies catch up with me, that could get ugly. Could get ugly real fast. Interesting. I can't recruit global, or I can't recruit regiments renowned. I need Eltharion to do his job against the Skaven, and right now he is apparently not. That means that I've got 2 unit openings. Just take a quick peek and see if we've got anything appropriate for... I mean, there's Grudge Rakers, which would be fun to add to our firepower, but probably not what I need here. Same thing with Thunderers. It's a possibility. We would get those units quickly, which would be the benefit. Let's take a look at the Ice Court here. Nothing good from them. Great Orthodoxy. Bear Sleds and Frostworms. The Frostworms got an anti-large here. That could be handy in a pinch. We could pick up 1 Frostworm. We could pick up a Bear Sled or 2. Bear Sleds would be pretty handy. Like nice anti-infantry units late and good damage early. They could kind of work with the steam tanks and artillery to do some damage. That could potentially be a good move to get us units quick. Let's see what the global recruitment pool has available and how long it would take me to get a hold of it. For any of the knights, which is what I really want here, I would like to have some of those knights. It would take a good bit of time. However, let's think here. If I go to the Imperial Gunnery School, let's look at my Amethyst units. We could get ourselves another Amethyst Hellstorm battery. 4 artillery units would be a lot. We could pick up an Amethyst Ironside to add to that army, and that would give us some significant firepower. An Amethyst Outrider would be cool as well for like dealing with infantry blobs. And for instance, where my cavalry got stuck in that thing, the Amethyst Outrider could have been potentially really helpful. Plus, they do replenish ammunition, and we don't have any replenish ammo units in this army. I may go ahead and do that, and then we'll save some cash. So let's see if we can grab that. Oh no, I think we have to have the. I think we gotta have the regiments renowned to get the amethyst units. Ah, crap. Well, that sucks. Streltsy would be a cool pickup, but honestly, I think Nuln Ironsides are stronger. I mean, at this point, if I am gonna sit here and do some more recruiting, it's gonna take me too long to get horses, though horses are what I want. I say horses, knights in general, probably Demigryph Knight halberds. And maybe another Knights of the Black Rose. Because that Knights of the Black Rose pack a good punch against that infantry. Demigryph Knights with halberds are nice units here too. They do that armor-piercing damage. I might just start recruiting this cavalry and see if we can wait it out. I hate that our replenishment is so slow, because I need that land ship to recuperate better. We could get this logistician, which would help me a little. The replenishment situation. Yeah, it did. Not amazing, but it's something. You know, we'll take it. Sparring practice. Upkeep for cavalry units. Now, that would actually be pretty good for this. Upkeep, well, we do have more melee infantry, ultimately. Let's do that. Up a little bit with that army, and then our Amber Wizard. Scouting is good stuff. I wish we had a Jade Wizard at some point, but it's, you know, it's okay. It's kind of fun to have these different uses. Plus the Amber Wizard gets that Griffin mount, which is pretty sweet. All right. Summons a unit of giant hawks. Well, we definitely want that. Okay. All right. Let's see here. It's going to get interesting down there. I'm kind of looking forward to that. We should get an interesting outcome one way or the other. We can upgrade Conquata, and I'm going to put to sea. Love to fight this pirate navy here if we can get to them. And then my army in the Norskin Waste here. We took some attrition, so I'm gonna. Well, we did take some attrition, and I hate that I had to take some attrition, but I'm kind of thinking about just doing it again so I can cover some more ground. I need to make my way through here and get over to Malachi sooner rather than later. He's facing an invasion by Azazel here, who's working for Archaon, and he also has Daniel the Demon attacking him. You can see that there. So we need to go give Malachi some support, and then Grimgor is on his flank. So I'm going to head that way and go give Malachi the support that he needs. And let's end ourselves another turn. All right, looks like Crooked Moon is fighting against Grombrindle, and our settlement garrison is joining in. I don't know exactly where this is at, but we'll just help them, because why not? And we'll take the extra treasury from that. Then Crooked Moon is going to sally out against us outside of... whatever the settlement was. I forget the name of it, but it would tell us the name of the... Okay, Pillars of Grungni, I guess is where we're at. So they're going to sally force, and it is an army led by Skarsnik himself. He's got an Arachnarok and some Snotling wagons, and then, like I said, the 2 lava Arachnaroks. We are lacking cannons. We do have the Emperor's Wrath. We're going to have to really make good use of our Outriders here to get an advantage, but we got to be careful because there's going to be a lot of enemies here. This could turn into an interesting fight just because of the overwhelming numbers. Let's see if we can get any work done with our Outriders. This would be a huge benefit to us, and then I'm going to actually come point these War Wagon mortars over here towards this ball of infantry, and let's point our steam tank over in that direction towards those boar boys. And any damage we can get done while they're waiting for about 2 minutes on the reinforcements would be beneficial to us. We do have to be careful. They have goblin archers in the vicinity. Their range is not great, but neither is the range of my Outriders all that great. But if we can get in here and open up some shots, we do have the disorienting contact effect which is going to slow our enemies and help give us an advantage. We want to pull these guys into combat with us as best we can. I'm going to drop some... Oh boy, the War Wagons just got some big hits up there. That was nice. Let's keep bringing our Outriders in to do some work. I wonder if I can run these Amethyst Outriders in here and just get one quick shot off on that Goblin Archer. Yep, there we go. Dropped a volley of grenades. Oh, good damage, good damage. Yeah, let's keep dropping mortar rounds in here. Now remember, we can restock our ammunition with these Outriders. I forgot that the last time I was using them. I need to remember it now in case there's like any critical ammunition drops that we need to do. This mobile firepower should prove very good against the greenskins. Let's get up here and open up some more salvos. Boy, these Outriders can just dish some brutal damage per second. We've already knocked out a Spider Rider and most of a Night Goblin Squig Hopper. We've lost sight of the Goblin Archers, but we can continue to fire over here. All right, let's keep moving. The reinforcement's going to be here in 10 seconds. Let's just get done all the damage that we can deal. I think I'm going to reposition this army a little bit here. Maybe something a little more like this. Okay. War Wagon's getting some beautiful work done. We've got line of sight to their archers again. I'm going to fire at their archers while I've got open line of sight to them, because those archers can be dangerous to us later. Not to mention, if we clear out the archers, our Outriders can kind of operate with some impunity here. Nice. Good stuff. We have caused some pretty significant damage to these guys early. I'm gonna drop a volley on those archers over there. Let's try and stay up here so I can keep line of sight on those Goblin Archers while we are causing some massive damage up here. Our steam tank does not have line of sight, unfortunately. Okay, the Outriders are up here for some more shots. Let's let them do it. Oh, they're getting charged by Squig Hoppers. Let's get out of here. Get out. Go, go, go. We don't want to end up in any kind of melee with the Outriders. Any one of them that dies takes their ammo with them. Definitely not what we want. I'm gonna... Yep, we're good. We're clear. Okay, here comes the reinforcements. We need to target... Oh, I lost track of them. If I could target that spot where they were all blobbed up, that would have been great. We are causing some big, big damage here. Let's get the steam tank to target those boar boys. And let's go try and get line of sight up here again. If there's still like kind of an infantry blob moving through this pass, I want to target them. There we go. Goblin Archers up there. Oh, yeah. Another brutalizing shot. Pull those Outriders into range. Just let them have it. The War Wagons are about to open up. Amethyst shots coming in there. Good stuff, good stuff. Let them have it, War Wagons. All right, War Wagons put a mortar in the air. Let's see if we get any good hits. Oh, yeah. Good contact. Tank can no longer target them. I'm just going to put them there. We've got some good back and forth going with their infantry. We've caused some pretty significant damage. Just kind of withering away at them with the War Wagons. We definitely need to. Their army outnumbers us by a significant margin. And then we've got some dangerous units to deal with, like those Arachnarok spiders. We can't afford to let these guys get to us in significant numbers. We need to wither down as many of them as we can from the outset. We've already taken out over 500 of them, it says. Fall back. There we go. Just kind of keep working this flank. Let's get those Amethyst Outriders. Can we dump a volley of grenades there?
Taking position!
Magic grenades. Let's hit that Squig Hopper because it's got the speed to keep up. Oh, that was a brutal shot. Brutal shot. Nice. Finished off most of the Squig Hopper. Doing really nice work here. I am feeling pretty good about our chance. Let's fall back with these War Wagon mortars. They're not super quick units, though. There's a good blob right there. Let's actually turn around and take that shot. Speaking of blobs, I'd love to get a unit or a volley of grenades off right there. We are causing tremendous damage. Those Flappa Wagons are after me. I gotta move. They just contacted me just a tiny bit there. Let's get ready to shoot those snotling wagons. Yeah, we got a really nice volley of mortars off over there. Run, 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 run. Get out of the way. Hit the flappers. Let's pull these Amethyst Outriders out of the way and give those snotling wagons a brutal volley here. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, fall back. Fall back. See if we can kind of keep micromanaging this. I need my Amethyst Outrider. I'm going to swing it around to this other flake. We got some boar boys on the approach. I'm going to get my tank just inside of Nuln Ironside range so that it can get fire support. Savage volley there into those riders. I want to hit this blob with some Amethyst Outrider grenades. I don't know why these guys are going so slow, but they need to move. We need to keep hitting them with that disoriented contact effect because it slows their approach. Oh, man, that is savage. Just savage. Oh, man, those guys are turned around now. We need to turn our war wagons around and give them a volley. Oh, brutal. I do not feel bad for them in the least. This blob is so juicy. If we can drop some mortars on that blob, we would get absurd damage. Speaking of absurd damage, that's exactly what we're doing. I'm gonna start restocking ammo. We need our ammo in stock in order to take out those spiders, so it's important for my Outriders to hold their ammunition. All right, got a good volley off. We've got 252 kills with these Amethyst Outriders, and if we keep our eyes on these guys, we can continue to drop war wagon death all over this blob. We've got restocks here too. We can restock our war wagon. Let's use all these ammo restocks. Let's use our range to its best. The AI is not like, there's something about this terrain that just has them completely dumbfounded when it comes to how they should approach. Took a little bit of damage there. I'm out. Amethyst Outriders, let's fall back. I want to keep line of sight here though. Let's use this Amethyst Outrider and drop a little bit of extra ammo on one of those war wagons. These war wagons are doing huge work for me. They're getting massive kills, about 900 kills between the two of them. Their entire army is just in utter disarray. They have taken, I mean, they're getting close to 50% losses from range here. So we are being extremely efficient in destroying the forces of Skarsnik right now. I'm gonna move these Outriders up in here again, see if we can get some more shots. I wonder if we can shut down these lava spider riders over here. They may be still getting reinforcements from the back. That's why they're hanging. Okay, I bet they're still getting reinforcements from back here. That's probably why they're hanging back here in the back. They're getting units that are joining them as I wipe out other units, and so then they're reforming. I don't think it's smart for them to do that, but that might be what they're doing here. I'm gonna wipe out this lava spider rider archer, then take away their speed and their ability to respond to my own Outriders. There we go. And then my Amethyst Outriders over here have just been dumping grenades. We're up to almost 500 kills on the Amethyst Outriders. Oh my gosh. It is a war crime. A beautiful, beautiful war crime. What we are doing to them with our Outriders. I've never had so much success with Outriders and war wagons in a battle as we are right now. Let's pump some shots over here. I want to get one more volley of mortars off into that blob over there. There it goes. Mortars are fired. Let's go ahead and fall back. Oh yeah, good hits, good hits. 540 kills, 564 kills. I don't even feel bad for the greenskins. Like, this is just hilarious. It is an absolute massacre. Just an absolute massacre. I'm gonna put even more ammo into those war wagons. Okay, now my Null and Ironsides are gonna destroy that lava Ragnarok spider. There's another one over here that we need to give some attention to.
Yes, General.
Spread some damage off into it. There it goes. They're gonna take big damage. Let's start falling back towards friendly lines. Now we have an issue, which is the Ragnarok spider approaching. Our Null and Ironsides would certainly be one way to make quick work of it. We have these Snotling wagons on approach, though, too. Let's see if we can shut them down. All right, Snotling wagons just took a big hit. They're out. Let's start targeting archers with our war wagons. Gonna put some blobs down over here. I need to put some shots into that Ragnarok spider. I'm gonna have to brave the archer fire for just a moment because that Ragnarok spider is a critical target. Fall back now. We're not gonna stay inside range. The Snotling wagons actually made it all the way to me, and that is really annoying. I don't believe they should have. Oh man, I'm crushing my own guys with those Amethyst Outriders. Really good hits continue. Like, we are just, I mean, an astounding number of kills. I'm gonna actually pull my... Ooh, our Outriders actually shot mostly over the top of my own cavalry there. All right, here comes the spider. We need to dump some fire into that spider. I'm gonna use my cavalry to come fix their approaching infantry columns, since I'm having to use my guns to fix their spiders into position. And there is a Ragnarok giving us some pretty good hurt up front, but I've got a lot of units working on them. Oh, whoops, I hit something there. I did something that killed the sound by accident. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know what I pushed, but it killed the sound effects. Let me head into the thing here. Crap. Here's my sound settings. Sound and background. Sound. Device master volume effects. Crap. I hit some hotkey. All right. Sorry. I hit the sound. Like, I accidentally toggled the sound effects. Man, my Knights of the Black Rose just crunched their remaining forces out here. Wow, I'm gonna fall back with the Knights of the Black Rose and let my guns clean up this fight. Let's see if we can, yeah, we can restock more ammo. I'm gonna restock the ammo on my war wagons. Our tank has Skarsnik busy out there, but we really need to blast Skarsnik. I'm gonna target him with the Null and Ironsides and try and feed him a volley. Our Amethyst Outriders still getting good coverage out here. They've got 600 plus kills. Skarsnik is approaching. He is tough. I mean, this guy he has copped some copious fire here and took way more damage than I thought he would be capable of. I'm gonna try and pin him between the steam tank and the... Skarsnik is a pretty tough customer, though. Oh, we got another spider on approach. Oh, we got a big spider in here, too. Okay, let's push out with these knights. Come give our gun lines a little relief. I'm gonna actually fall back with this gun line just a little bit. Let's fall back their Jade Wizard. Throw some heals in here to help our tank. I'm gonna clean up this mess with my Knights of the Black Rose, and I'm gonna turn around and target these lava Arachnaroks. Okay, and then let's just... Yeah, that lava Ragnarok getting savaged. I'm gonna target the other one here. There we go. Well, that is why we did as much damage to them from range as was possible, because we knew that up close and personal, these were gonna be some dangerous units. Just, again, sheer numbers of greenskins here was rather astounding. Let's keep shooting Skarsnik. And my Knights of the Black Rose did an amazing job of kind of stepping in and holding the enemy back whenever it was critical. Amethyst Outriders, 807 kills, by the way. And I think, yep, we downed... I see 2 dead lava Arachnaroks. They may have had another one that went down somewhere else. But anyway, that was a good battle for us. Very good battle. That was a pretty epic battle. It was a heroic victory. We picked up a pretty big number of schematics there, so that's exciting. Got some nice loot. We're gonna pick up additional loot here. In my opinion, I could replenish off of them, but do I want to replenish off them? I'm trying to think about what I want here. This enabled magic attacks. Magic attacks might be cool on those guys there. I am gonna replenish because we're kind of in enemy territory here. The cash would have been good as well. Man, that was a very successful couple of battles for us. That was fantastic. Really good result. And our engineer leveled up. Man, I'm about tempted to keep that engineer instead of Volkmar, to be honest, because Volkmar dies easy and that engineer can sit there and restock my ammo over and over. Like, I have a real reason. Okay, we did scare the Crooked Moon gets out of here. I'm going to move forward in an ambush stance and see if we can get closer to him. They're in the middle of a wall right now. Pillars of Grungni should now be under our control.
Someone get me a report on the defenses.
Awesome. What is the status of relationship? Okay, very good relationship with Carrot Kadrin. That is good news. Let's get a quick deal out of the way. No more trade agreements at the moment. Just kind of looking around. Nope, no agreements that we need to make at the moment. We saved up 14,000 gold. Let's go take a look at the growth at Nuln. Good progress on the growth. That we did reduce it to 6 turns by changing that edict, so that's good news for us. So we will get our growth sooner than expected. And then we have taken a couple of turns of attrition, and we picked up a freaking Nurgle Plague while we're up here as well. I can't risk taking too much more attrition, because we might run into an enemy army at some point here, so there's a point of caution. Looks like Malachi is putting a little bit of a fight back. He's got some help from the Ice Court. That's good. We'll send some help over to continue. Oh, look at this, the pirates. The pirates didn't run away from me, so this is a great opportunity for me to strike and kill them and earn some schematics in the process, because I think we'd get good schematics from killing these factions that have a lot of guns. So I'm going to declare war on Captain Sisko here. Not to be confused with the one on the Defiant in Deep Space Nine, I'm sure. They do have some range here with their carronades, but my range is better. They've got Necrofex as well. To keep an eye out on that, but we should be able to handle our own here, so let's take care of it. I've got the battle started. I wiped out a zombie pirate deckhand. I'm going to start firing at these sirens. The enemy is going to want to stay at range. They are shooting at me, so they... Oh, I don't want them shooting my steam tank. I believe that's, yeah, some carronades. They're going to have better range than my Necrofex, or sorry, Necrofex Colossus. They're going to have better range than my steam tank. I'm going to open fire now on these carronades because they are dangerous to me from range. They have pulled into range. I don't want them to be able to necessarily get my rockets either. So I'm going to do a little bit of bait and switch here and see if I can kill them off with the Sunmaker. It won't take too much for the Sunmaker to score some hits. I wonder if I can kind of bounce around underneath this ridge line here and draw the fire of those carronades. Yep, look at the Sunmaker did to them in a single volley. Yeah, there's a little ridge line right here that's going to make it a little harder for those carronades to score a hit on me. They can still do it. But if I can get their attention here... Let's see. All right, there we go. Yep, the one carronade is completely wiped. The other one is soon to join. They are still shooting at my steam tank from extreme range, which is fine. I've got a couple of targets here bouncing around. As soon as I wipe that other carronade out, my cannons will outrange their Necrofex Colossus by just a little. And I placed my cannons far enough back to where I think I have line of sight to get up over that ridge. It's important that you check your lines of sight whenever you're playing these battles. All right, the Sunmaker has done extremely well. Let's move it back into a safe position, and let's replenish its ammunition. I'm gonna put my steam tank up here. We will have to watch out for that Necrofex. He is gonna be gunning for Carl potentially here. I'm gonna take a shot at it with the steam tank. All All right, my cannons open fire. That's going to be Hammer of Witches. It's hitting those sirens. I think the Hammer of Witches has magic shot, so it'll do good damage to the sirens. It's a second shot into the Necrofex. Necrofex just about has me in range, though. So let's fall back just a little bit. All right, let's target the Vampire Fleet Captain. Actually, those deck gunners will be a good target for the Sunmaker, which is now back to safety. Oh, Necrofex putting some shots on me. Okay, yeah, we hit those deck gunners, Hammer of Witches, and the cannon now targeting the Fleet Captain. We probably want to go ahead and hit that Necrofex, actually. I'm kind of trying to hang right in the edge of their range. Let's go ahead and target the Necrofex Colossus. And the Sunmaker can get after the second deck gunner here. We want to maintain our range supremacy as best we can. Oof. Yeah, we have expensive Null and Ironside units that we do not want getting hit by good range fire. We want to trade very unfairly into our enemies. Okay, we are firing on the Necrofex. Sunmaker wiped out the other deck gunner. They've got just a few deck gunners left here. Ooh, those are some good hits. Good hits. I have no doubt that our guns will do their job if they close to range, but I want to do as much range damage as possible. So I'm gonna keep targeting their handguns and other critical units. Let's move our steam tank out here to help counter the crab along with Carl. Now I'm gonna actually take my Amber Wizard. Let's do a transformation, and oh my gosh, look at the guns just shred the depth guard. Like, just wiped them out. This is amazing. Like, I love the firepower that we possess here. This is just a tremendous amount of firepower. Let's put down that zombie pirate gunning mob. Their lord is dead. We got our summon. I don't know that we need our summon, but I'll throw it out there anyway. The enemy is just eating copious fire here, and the only thing they got left is their rotting Leviathan, which is gonna be rotting a whole lot faster as it comes under a withering barrage of fire here up front. That was definitely an impressive showing of firepower. Let's see what kind of schematics we pick up from it. Oh yeah, a lot. That was great. We now have a ton of schematics, like an absolute truckload. I'm gonna continue to run upgrades. We also have enough money to build up Sylvania's city. I'm gonna go ahead and just snag that little bit of extra treasury too, because there's just no reason not to at this point. Well, that was a huge pickup for us. We destroyed their faction, which they were a single army faction as it were, but that was awesome. Like, that was a showing of firepower, the likes of which I'm not sure I've seen. And that's saying something, because we've seen quite a lot in this campaign, but that was definitely an impressive showing there. I'm going to see what we can do here on this turn end. Let's go ahead and go spend our money over at Sylvania. It's going to be expensive upgrades here, so let's drop that upgrade. Let's upgrade there too. That'll make me a little more money. We don't actually, well, we do need the growth here because we're going to have to go all the way back up to level 5 now. Anyway, I think that's going to be a good episode for here. We'll go ahead and hold for now. Let's kind of check our position with Karl Franz. That once Skaven army acts like it might be wanting to come my direction. I hope not. We're not really in a great spot here. Lewin is nearby. Maybe he can give us some help. We'll see. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed it. HeirofCarthage signing out. I'll see you all soon with some more action and the Elspeth Von Draken campaign.